Okay, we got the houndies loaded up in the truck already. The fire is warming up the cabin. I'm gonna damp it down while we're gone. And it should be nice and toasty warm when we come back in here. Gotta turn off the generator. Neighbors are here. So turn off the generator. Hi, neighbor. Lock up the cabin. It's late in the day, late in the year. It's 3:30. It's going to be dark anytime now. Oh, if this is the first time you're joining us, my name is John. I'm the guy that sets the trail cameras around Mount St. Helens and retrieves them with my hound dogs, and then we edit it for stuff that you really like to see. We have a base camp right here. This is the Hoot. Who Gives a Hoot Saloon, and now we're just getting ready to go out. I have about there's about 10 cameras in there. I'm going to retrieve probably 3 or 4, and hopefully if we don't run out of light and there isn't trees across the road, we'll set the rest of those 10. Anyway, thanks again for joining us at Trail Camera Adventures. Woo! It's been raining so much lately. This is a seasonal creek and it is just absolutely ripping. This is a permit area that we're in, and until January 1st, I have the key that we can drive in, and after that, we've got to walk, which is where the trail cameras are. It's way too far of a walk, so this is how we do it in this area. Got to get the key out. Close and lock the gate behind you. Those are the rules. Well, in the last couple of weeks, we've had some major windstorms. Some of the gusts were clocked at 80 miles an hour at the top of some of these mountains here, and there have been trees down everywhere. I don't know if anybody has actually even been back here. I won't be surprised if there's a big tree across the road here or there and we just can't go any further. So far so good. When we get up closer to the uncut areas is really where it's going to make a difference. Anyway, here we go. So this time of year, if there's been a really lot of rain, some of these seasonal waterfalls are incredible. Check this one out. Isn't that awesome? Incredible. I used to walk up here years and years ago, sometimes with the boys, and I've got pictures of them when they were teenagers, with that just that water just coming down like that. Gorgeous. So behind me, back over my shoulder, Swift Reservoir. Mount St. Helens is right across there. I mean, it is just right there, but it's all clouded in, so you can't really see it. The snow level's up pretty high, and then you could see the reservoir go back. Water is lowered every single year at this time of year, and they bring it up in the spring to make power. Pretty cool. This road here isn't bad. It's you know, they mostly gravel roads once you get back behind the rocks, and then gravel turns into dirt, and then once you get through the clear cuts and stuff that's been logged. This was logged about 7 years ago, looking at the trees. You get up in the forests, and that's where almost all the trail cameras are. They're up into the trees where the animals are. So anyway, it's a good spot to good place to spot deer along here. And the time they should be coming out, it's awful dark. Maybe we'll catch some elk too out here. Yeah, we're coming up on our first tree in the road. I think, oh, I can get over that. It looks like somebody has already driven over it. Yeah, okay, here comes a bump. Bump. All right. So if somebody's been up here, I imagine that maybe the bigger ones are cleared, or maybe not, if that thing is still in the road. Oh, look at this snow. There are some remnants of snow. I did not expect to see that at this level. That means there's probably no way we're getting up to our higher ones. Well, there's the elk. We come around the corner, and looks like there's a small bull in the back, and no horns. That's always good to see. Going right across the road. Yeah, there's one bull. There we go. How cool is that? Always good to see. A deer running across the clear cut up there in the middle. You can barely see their white tails. Okay, they're out there a little bit, but there's one standing right there. There's another one right behind it. Let's see if they move. Be easier to see. All right. Well, back in the truck, take off. Well, we got off to such a late start today. I think this is going to be our only stop of the evening. Whew, and the wind is kicking up, so, oh yeah, there's rain coming in too, so. All right, here we go. We'll get a few cameras. Wait. There we go. There we go. Just a second. Come on. Let's go. So, 2 bloodhounds on a lead is not easy by any means. She's already testing me. Oh, we got water. Whew. Well, we are loaded back up again. That first stop was a complete bust. We've got high water on the trail, and we can't even get in there at this point. So it's if snow comes, who knows when we'll get to those. So off to the next one. Well, that was an adventure, but not that successful of a one as far as getting any trail cameras. The place that I went to first to pull them, I couldn't get to. There's too much water across the trail and stuff. And then the next place I went to, I had apparently pulled them out. There was none in there. I didn't set any. So we're headed back down the mountain. We did see some elk and some deer, and did manage to get a great big old tangle with both of the bloodhounds getting out of the truck, and that took me 5 minutes to untangle those big long leads. And they're excited. They haven't been trail cammering together in a few weeks, and they've done lots of walks together, but not in the forest. So they were darting back and forth, which is not the easiest thing to do. See, it's tough with one. With two, it's even more challenging. But I want to get them both in the habit of going with me. It's fun to have them both. But yeah, there's going to be some challenges without a doubt. Running 2 bloodhounds at once on leads is tough. It's tough, but we can figure it out, can't we? We'll figure it out. Everybody wants to go. Oh, look at that view. You're gonna love this. How cool is that? I got it on the end of my selfie stick. I hope I got it. That is Swift Reservoir, the end of December 2024. Woo! Interesting. Expected to do a lot more than we did. Where that water is running. Salmon actually come up and spawn in this creek. Pretty neat to see. And most of the year there's hardly any water in there at all. Up for the next permit holder. Whew. That's the deal. Come here, Calamity. What do you think, Elton? What do you think about this? Isn't this great? It is. You like the great outdoors, don't you, Elton? That's right. Yes, you do. You love the great outdoors. Okay, so this is my grandson, James. And the whole reason... Hey, James, look over here.
Yoo-hoo.
Look over here.
Hi.
And the whole reason that we started this channel was to sort of have a legacy and teach everybody about what we know in the woods. Things in the woods, animals in the woods, animal behavior. So that's why I started it. And now, oh, look what you're taking the microphone apart. And so, oh, he did, he took it apart. Well, this particular one is dedicated to James. It's all about bears. And so he's got his own little bear for this. So can you say hi to the camera?
James, hi.
Say hi to the camera.
Hi.
And say hi to your bear. Hold on to your bear. All right. Thanks for watching. Bears are so cool, and it's always exciting when I get a new bear or an old bear or a bear that's back for another year back on my trail cameras. But there are some things that you can do to get more bear pictures and more bear videos. They're a little bit different, and we're going to go into that while we look at all these awesome bears of Mount St. Helens. Okay, let's see if we can, I've taken the camera off, let's see if we can see what turned it around. Oh, there's something right over here. Oh, that's an elk. I think it's an elk, yeah. No, it's a bear. Bear's out in the winter. Is he coming over here? Oh yeah, there's our culprit. I know that bear. He's gonna start playing with it, isn't he? Yeah, there he goes. Okay, so let's go to the next one. That's video number 21. See if I can go to video number 22. There he is again. Play is... There he is. And he's messing with it. Yep, he turned it around on us. He must be camera shy. All right, so now we know. So I don't have very many videos or pictures of bears in snow because they hibernate in the winter, which means they'll go into a den or some kind of log pile where they're protected, and they'll sleep during those cold months. Okay, look at this bear closely. This is a 2-year-old cinnamon bear. She is always by herself, and throughout this video you'll see her as a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old right now, and also as a 3-year-old. She's a very interesting bear and always by herself. Now this speed comes in short bursts, so they can't really run that long, but they can spin around, swat at another bear or something else, take off, probably run about a quarter mile before they really start slowing down, and they're persistent. You know, there's certain things to look for to tell whether it's a male bear or a female bear. The female bears usually have a longer, pointier snout. The male bears have a shorter snout, wider, blocky heads, and they typically are traveling by themselves, although when they're adolescents, they might be with another brother or a sister, which you'll see a little bit of that. The males also have a stockier behind generally, but not always. This is a spectacular trail camera capture. This is 3-year-old siblings, brother and sister, wrestling. I've got a whole video, separate video of them wrestling for about, it's probably 15-20 minutes in front of a couple of my trail cameras. Look for that one. It is a wonderful, wonderful video. If you've had an experience with bears out in the wilderness, please tell me the story. Go ahead and go in the comments and tell me what happened when you saw them. So you can really improve your chances of getting videos of bears if you think like a bear. They're opportunistic predators. So what does that mean? Opportunistic. Well, if there's a food source, apples, maybe a dead animal, something like that in the woods, that's a great place to put a trail camera, because they're going to sniff it out. They're going to show up eventually. They can smell as far as a mile away. It's incredible what they'll show up to. Their diet is mostly plants, grasses, berries, fruits, things of that nature, but they do love meat. And if there's a deer that they can catch, or mice, or gophers, or quite frankly anything, any dead animal out in the woods, they're going to smell it out, find it, and they can eat it. It is unbelievable what kind of maggot pile, old stinky animal or fish that they can stomach and eat. Okay, so here's a big learning word of the day. Bears are omnivores. Omnivores eat both plants and animals. Here's that little cinnamon bear as a 1-year-old. All by itself, not sure who the mother is. I've never seen it with any siblings or with any other bears. And I've actually got it on camera for 3 years. And throughout this video, you can see how it gets bigger and more mature, but it's always kind of scared of everything. Very, very cautious, leery bear. As the weather warms up, the bears do wake up and they'll move around inside the den. Sometimes they'll go out. If it gets cold again, they'll go back in and hibernate again for a while. Hibernation is a state in which they don't need to eat. They're sleepy. Their whole metabolism just starts slowing down, and that's what they do during the winter. Did you know that, like pigs, a male bear is called a boar and a female bear is called a sow, just like pigs? A lot of people don't realize that. I think this is going to surprise you. Bears are fast. They are very fast. Most of these videos you see them just lumbering around. A bear can go 30 bursts of 35 miles an hour. So they are absolutely the speedsters of the animal kingdom. This is a picture of a bear that's turning up old stumps and logs and searching for grubs and ants, and they love that kind of stuff. Insects are a big part of their diet. And this guy here is eating apples. They love apples. They will sit underneath a tree and eat apples until every last one of them are gone and they can't move anymore. It's funny to watch them eat apples. If you're lucky enough, you can find a tree that the bears like to scratch on. They are actually leaving their scent. It's like a telegraph or a message center for all the other bears. You'll see different bears coming up and sniffing, and then they'll rub their back, and then another bear will come up and sniff and rub his back, and then occasionally the deer and the cougar and the elk will come and they'll sniff on it too, but they don't usually stick around very long. It's sort of a territorial, I'm here, who are you here deal. This is their message board. Well, this next video clip is of that cinnamon bear who destroys my camera. I don't think there's any other animal other than maybe elk. Sometimes the young bulls will destroy my trail cameras, but bears, if you polled 10 guys on what eats trail cameras more than anything else, probably 8 or 9 out of 10 will say the bears. This guy right here, I know for sure, has destroyed 4 of my cameras. This is him going by the 5th one, and he didn't eat it. Here's the same bear a week earlier at the same spot eating my camera. And here's another look at that naughty black bear with the brown muzzle that eats so many of my trail cameras. And a matter of fact, right after he's done with his bath, scratching his side and back here, he comes over and destroys this camera that I videoed him on. The card was still good though, so we got a good recording out of it. What do you think, Elton? What do you think about this? Isn't this great? It is. You like the great outdoors, don't you, Elton? That's right. Yes, you do. You love the great outdoors. There's Sissy over there. She's sniffing around.